Hail and well met, friends! Ending here for another episode of the epic story. When we last left off, well, all sorts of crazy stuff happened as we continue our search for Ziegelberg. And we're overlooking a huge pit here. But we should probably go back once more and talk with Brogar and not let Pippin knock anything down here. Anyway, let's go and do that. Alright, let us warn Brogar.
This needs doing.
Welcome to the Chamber of Leadership, Staftang. From here I will lead my people to even greater glory in Moria.
I can hardly believe that we are here. This is a joyous day for the dwarves.
Starting Book 3. The time of the dwarves is truly at hand, Staftang. How ludicrous were we to fear that some curse might lie upon Moria after all these years. Had we returned before now, Moria might be thriving already. What's done is done. We are here now, and many of the dwarves of our expedition have ventured forth into the deep tunnels, seeking great riches that must surely lie untouched within the caves of Moria. If you come across Rokur or Utkreg during your expeditions of Zembalik, be sure to lend them any assistance they may require. They set out through the southern passages from the 21st hall, but where they went to from there, I do not know. Alright, so we're supposed to actually find Rokor and then the aide and the other guy. So yay, more exploring. But I do love the 21st hall. It feels very movie-esque, and that's, I think, because Tolkien describes it so clearly as all these pillars. And Turbine definitely did a fantastic job creating this place. Definitely hats off to them for that. But anyway, let's go and find these people. Alright, here's the first of our dwarves.
The time has come to drive forth the orcs from our kingdom.
Hello there, man. Lord Brogar sent you to help me? I appreciate the offer, but I have no need of your assistance. In the halls of my fathers, I need rely on none but the strength of my own arm. Othreg hawks at his head and glares into the shadows. I may have been too quick to speak. Helpful man, there is someone there in the shadows. Prepare for battle. Time to die, dwarf. I will end you, creature. That's a good word for him. I have no idea what he actually is. An Uruk scout, apparently. Here we go. It defended Ertrig from the Uruk. He bore the mark of the White Hand. Tell Lord Brogar of this at once. Alright. We shall go and tell him of that at once. Apparently we don't need to go talk to the other guy. That's just a side quest. So we shall go tell him of this at once. And we're being attacked by stuff, of course. Because Moria likes to place enemies everywhere, even post-revamp still. So that's fun. Oh, goodness. That is not fun at all. Hey, they cleared out this room kinda sorta. So that's nice of them. Or somebody cut off some stuff. Either way, we are making our way back. Hopefully, to where we are supposed to go. Alright, Brogar.
The sign of the White Hand, you say?
He owes your life. He owes you his life, Staftang. He has always been headstrong and impertinent, but I cannot blame him here. Desire to claim the riches of Khazad-dûm has blinded many dwarves to the minding of their own safety. Still, he is fortunate that you came along when you did. Uruks are fierce and not to be underestimated. Tell me more of this Uruk scout. There is something about your story that gives me pause.
We must do something about the White Hand within Moria.
Are you certain that the Uruk you fought bore the mark of the White Hand? It is very unusual, Stepdang. What compelled these creatures to enter Moria? They certainly did not come the way we did. That means they must have gone around the mountains and come from the east. But for what purpose? Some suspicious plot is afoot, and I do not like it. It is no matter. Any orc or uruk is a threat to us, those of the White Hand no less than any other. Search out the orcs of any allegiance throughout Zam Malik, and the Red Horn Nodes, and defeat them. Whatever possible, whenever possible, wherever possible, all those words. The only orc I like is a dead one. I like your style, buddy. I must say I like your style. It's very champion-esque, if you will. And I am the champion of Eridor, so it fits me quite nicely. Alright, let's go and kill these orcs. Alright, there's our final orc, and we're in a crazy brewing mess. Look at this stuff. This is just gross. Just gross. Alright. Let us, though, head back to Brogar. Alright, Brogar. Finally did all that stuff.
You've done well.
Thank you again for your service. I do not like that there are so many orcs in Moria, but I am particularly troubled by the presence of those of the White Hand. Either they followed us somehow, or they were here first. Neither of these possibilities bodes well for my folk. Alright, well that does seem to be quite good.
You should help
And
my
there's
dwarves
level
unearth the
59
buried chamber of
now.
records.
And this quest is already level 56. Don't remember it going quite that quickly. The White Hand will have to wait, Stepdang, because War has sent me word that he wants your help. You remember War, don't you? He supervised the opening of the Holland Gate, and has a very high opinion of you, as do we all, of course. His team of workers has been excavating the chamber of Mazarbol, the chamber of records, located just north of the 21st Hall, and on the right. And on the right. Walk there and speak with War about the task he has for you. We will discuss the White Hand problem upon your return. Okay then. That is something we shall do. We shall go and speak with War. Alright, here we go. You've discovered the chamber of Mazabal. Oh my. So here's where they had their last stand.
Something collapsed the roof of this chamber. I know not what.
You are, Staptang. I have some work for you, if you don't mind getting your hands dirty. This place was called the Chamber of Mazabal because it once stored important records of its day. At some point during the long years that Moria stood empty, the ceiling seems to have collapsed. As you can see, the whole room has been filled with rubble and debris. We are trying to search through the debris for anything of interest we can find. Help my dwarves with the task and bring me anything noteworthy. Okay. We shall search through the debris. You find a damaged book. Bring the book to Brokar. Well, that was quick. Let's go back to him. Alright, here we go, Brogar.
I cannot bear to read this book.
Brogar takes the book from you and flips gingerly through some of the brittle pages. His breath catches as comprehension appears to dawn on him. I don't know why I was saying drawn. This is the Book of Marzabal, and it seems to contain records of Balin settlement. It is grim reading, Stafdang. If you would be so kind to bring it to my cousin Borsi, he will want to see it. He has always had more of a stomach than I for records such as this. I do not want to read of their horrific end. It is enough for me to know that they are dead. Bossy is still in the Chamber of Crossroads, all the way back in Durin's Way, north of the Great Delving. Alright, we will head back once more to Bossy. I'm so excited. Alright, Bossy.
This looks to be grim reading.
What
but
have you
I
brought
will
me?
do so from the beginning.
What have you brought me, my friend? Bossy leaves through the book, and a look of deep sadness settles upon his features as he comes to understand what the brittle pages are saying. This is a record of Balin's expedition, and tells of their unhappy end. At least we know what befell our kin in Moria. Black pit indeed. Or so it seems in my grief. I will read it from the beginning, but in the meantime, I would have your help with another matter, so that I may devote my attention to this.
The dwarves of my expedition are getting restless.
One of my dwarves, a miner by the name of Swinia, has taken it upon himself to attack the goblins of Silvertine Lords. He has the strength of limb to match his headstrong nature, but there are too many goblins in that place for even him to conquer alone. Wait. Do not leave for Glenfillick just yet, for that is not where my dwarf has gone. Swinia believes the goblins have a home in the waterworks. I heard him vow to follow the mining tracks that run through the Silverton Lords down to the flooded depths themselves. Look for the southernmost tracks on your map. You will find Swinia searching for the goblins. I will continue to read from the book of Mazabal, Staffdang. But you must journey to the southernmost reach of the Silvertine Lords to dissuade Swinia from his foolhardy mission. I do not doubt that he will slay many goblins, but he will not know when to retreat. You must find him and rescue him from his own folly. Alright. Let's go and face this grudge against goblins. Alright, here's the dwarf. Swinia.
It is said that Durin's bane dwells here, though we have not seen it.
Bossy wants me to return to the Chamber of the Crossroads. I cannot do that now, Staffdang. There are goblins next to you. Come, fight by my side. Let us fight together, my friend. Very well. Not much of a fight for me, but if it makes you feel better. Oh no, more goblin servants. How will we ever beat them? Alright, so it's not quite that easy, but pretty close. With an LI now. You've defended Swinia from the goblins. Thank you, my friend. Return to Lord Bossy and tell him that these goblins have long memories. Very well. I shall go to Lord Bossy and inform him. Alright, Bossy.
Thank you for saving Swaina from the goblins and from himself.
Yes. You found Swaina? I am so glad, for he is strong of arm and valiant. We will have need of him for many days to come. I hope he does not get himself into trouble before then. I have read more of the book of Mazabal.
I am worried that the account in the book of Mazabul might happen again.
It is worse than I expected, Staffdang. Balin's final lot was grim. I have not yet read it all, but there is much here we should take as a warning. They were greatly outnumbered, but seemed not to know this until it was too late. Return to the Chamber of Leadership of the 21st Hall in Zalem Malik, and tell my cousin Bloger to be more cautious. I am worried that if we do not take lessons from Balin's expedition, we may be doomed to his fate. Perhaps I am overreacting. Indeed, I hope that is the case. Regardless, Bring back my warning to Broger as quickly as you may. Alright, to Broger we shall go. Alright, Broger.
Bosi is worried for nothing. This time will be different.
My cousin has always worried too much. Balin came to a bad end, yes. But this time it will be different. Look at all the victories we have already had, and in so short a time. We will be fine, Steftang. Do not heed Bossy's groundless worrying. He always does this. Moria has cost us so much already. Surely the worst is behind us.
My nephew has come up with a daring plan. You should ask him about it.
My nephew, Borley, has come up with a daring plan, Steftang. He conceived this diversionary strike against a certain hall in the deeps to draw orcs of the White Hand from the camp. This way a second group could enter the camp and defeat its leader. It will be dangerous for both groups, but it is a good plan. Imagine it. With one axe blow, we cut off the head of the White Hand presence in Moria. Bossy's fears will be assuaged in the face of such a victory. Will you help my nephew Borley with his preparations for this strike? He grieves still for Blowen, and feels that he must earn honor doubly for himself and for his slain son. If this strike is successful, he will have done so. Alright. Let's talk with Borley. Alright, 3 preparations to do.
We need weapons and armor that can be repaired or melted down.
Oh, goodness. Even if my plan goes smoothly, both groups of dwarves will be in danger. One of the White Hand are deadly. Orcs of the White Hand are deadly, and there is sure to be fighting. We're low on equipment, though, and certainly lack the armor and weapons my 2 teams require. If you can find dented armor, broken blades, and cracked shields on orcs throughout Zem Malik, the Redhorn Lords, and within their camps, this equipment might be repaired, but they are too damaged. We could melt them down and use them to make new weapons and armor. In either case, we will be able to equip my teams with the weapons and armor victory require.
My plan requires as many courageous dwarves as will volunteer.
I will need help of the bravest dwarves of this company if my plan is to succeed, Steftang. One group will make a feint against the guarded junction of the East Road, and I will lead the other against Staznaka, the encampment of the White Hand. Speak with the dwarves in the 21st Hall, and recruit as many as you can for my mission. Bring to their minds visions of honor and great valor, for there will be both in great supply. Once the White Hand is driven from Moria, we will have peace beneath the mountains. Except for all those bugs.
I need to know the lay of Stosnak if my plan is to succeed.
One team of dwarves will lead a diversionary strike on an outpost on the East Road in order to draw the main company of the White Hand Orcs out of the camp, Staznaka. At that time, a second group will stealthily enter Staznaka and defeat the White Hand leader. I need information about the location, Steftang. Examine the strength of the force along the Eastern Road, and become familiar with the layout of Staznaka. I want you to collect barrels of black powder from within Staznaka, and return them to me. We must deprive them of this dangerous weapon wherever we can. Investigate these locations, and return to me with any information you discover. My father is always telling me that information is among a dwarf's mightiest weapons. How we wield the information will you bring back will determine the success of my plan. Alright, well thank you guys so much for watching this episode of the epic story. When we return, we'll prepare for a brave assault, or foolish, depending on your point of view, on Staznaka, one of the main orc encampments that houses the white-hand leader of all of the orcs of Moria. But till then, thank you guys so much for watching this episode, and I will see you again real soon for another episode of the epic story. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to hit the like button below, and if you'd like to see more of my daily content, feel free to subscribe, and you'll be notified when that new content comes out. And also, if you'd like to help support my channel and help me continue to create high quality videos, feel free to support me on Patreon, and you can get all sorts of great rewards in the process. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you again real soon for another video.